Well, hello there. Today I'm going to be going over I think it's 5 poems that I wrote for my poetry class that I did not do the best on. So, through this class, I realized that I really don't like many styles of poetry because to me, they just don't make sense. It sounds like gibberish, or my brain just cannot understand what they're saying. So, but I'm going to read them to you. All right, so I'm going to read them, and you can let me know in the comments down below if you understood what the poem was about. I'm going to tell you what they mean afterwards, but tell me if you understood before. Even when I was writing it, I felt like it was hard to do this because I'm not used to these writing styles, but here we go. The first one is a terza rima poem. You can look up what that is. And the title is A King's Daughter. Tragedy fell like lightning, invading my heart's mind. 7 years foolishly fighting. The button is lost to rewind. There's hope at the end, sunshine. I need the truth to unwind. There's life left if I climb. Daggers drip from my back. My father will restore the time. Dressed in armor, ready to attack. Make me new again, my sweet Lord. A king's daughter will never know lack. No longer will I be ignored. Truly you are my righteous reward. In your arms I am restored. So I wrote this poem to express the experience of being in a bad toxic relationship and putting him at the head of my life over God. And so this is me as the king's daughter, the King of Kings, Lord of Lords, Jesus, coming back to him and asking him to repair the damage that I put on myself by this relationship and make me new again. And I was talking about as well how, because I'm new again in him, how I'm going to be now, and how he is really the reward, the source, everything for my life. He's number one. So that's what it was about. I got corrected a lot for this one because she couldn't quite understand what it was about. But this type of a poem is a little harder because like you're trying to switch the rhymes. It's like a specific rhyme scheme you have to make at the end. And also it matters the syllables and stuff. So that one was a little hard. But that was my first one. The next one we did was a sonnet form. If you ever heard of Shakespeare, you know what a sonnet is. And this one is called His Love for Me, a Shakespearean sonnet. Relentless are the feet of a blind goat. Pride slips inside like a gray foggy sky, blindly thinking that time won't sink their boat. Surrender and leave the land that is dry. The pages of your life I have written. Why run from the safety of your Maker? Washed in his blood, you are now forgiven. The incense of my love is much greater. Come close, let my still water cover you. My voice is here to navigate you right. Trust in me, my reflection, you are new. Resist your path, rebellion is a fight. The length of your days cannot count my love. I planned your life hovering like a dove. So this is all about the pull of rebellion and the pull of your way. And so this whole poem, I was writing about how pride and just the desire to do things our way, the desire to live for our own desires, can bring us into a wrestling match when we actually just need to live in the fullness of God's intent for our life and surrender to his way, his path, his plan for us. And so that was what all of this was just reflecting, and how he is the cleansing, he is the purifying, he is the love that we truly all need, and we can't escape that no matter how much we fight. The next one is a villanelle. I really like villanelles, although I did this wrong because I misread the instructions. So for this one, we were supposed to do a villanelle, almost like two people opposing each other. I didn't do that. I didn't read that part. So I wrote about the library, and it's called The Beauty of the Library. As I read and visit your endless tour, your shelves never dull, empty or bare, I am drawn to you by your silent allure. The scent of your fresh books are always pure. No other place could your silence compare. as I read and visit your endless tour. This home of imagination is my lore. Creative ideas spark as I stare. I am drawn to you by your silent allure. Ignorance only has one major cure. Pick more books, leaving others to spare, as I read and visit your endless tour. Lessons to learn when I am unsure. Time drifts as fast as cold, breezy air. I am drawn to you by your silent allure. New discoveries are always in I New discoveries you always ensure. Your beauty is one without compare. As I read and visit your endless tour, I am drawn to you by your silent allure. I love villanelles because of the pattern of the ABA. I can't remember it off the top of my head, but the way the pattern is, it's really fun doing the rhyme scheme with that pattern. And so I basically did this one all wrong because of the meaning I was supposed to bring from it. But I really enjoy writing this one. I may have to um, like change it up a lot because I have to make it an opposing poem, but this one was the most fun to make. The next one is a prose poem, which is almost like a paragraph type poem. This one is called Sweet Forgiveness. Oh, last one was just talking about my love for the library, how I'm drawn to it. It's like a wonderful place for me of comfort, and I'm always finding something engaging and fascinating there. All right, this one is called Sweet Forgiveness. I hear the echoes of your love in my heart. Sweet are the words of forgiveness on the lips of my Father. Like the cool breeze at the beginning of fall, it relieves me. Shame undresses herself and leaves me. Peace surrounds me like a blanket and covers me. The sorrows of my mistakes chase me without relent, like that of an enemy's pursuit. But your mercy drips over me like rain, giving nourishment to the flowers. Whose love could compare to his from above? Truly no one could remove me from the cold embrace of darkness but you. The aroma of your mercy is consuming and pleasant. As a new day begins, the light seeps through the curtains of my heart. So has my life started again, and I am reborn. So this one was fun to make, though I did it wrong. What is it? Prose poem is supposed to be a metaphor-driven poem, so there's supposed to be a lot of metaphors. I did have metaphors in there, but I also had similes. I had mixed up the meaning of them when I was doing this assignment, and so I did have some like moments, like comparing like or as, and that's usually more for similes. Metaphors are just comparing two things that can be different or whatever to bring forth the meaning. But that one was fun to make too. That would probably be my second favorite one that I did. And the last one was a concrete with a definite shape type poem. And so this type of poem is your words are supposed to create a shape. Mine created a gift box, and it like repeated itself within itself in a way. So this is called the greatest gift. And on the ribbons it says from God to humanity. And then it says, free is the gift you sent down for me, for sin covered me like a scarlet letter, but your blood cleansed me. Free is the gift you sent down for me, for sin covered me like a scarlet letter, but your blood washed me. Free is the gift you sent down for me, for sin covered me like a scarlet letter, but your blood cleansed me. So this one, I got decent feedback. I think I need to make it look even more, I'm going to show you in a second, more like a gift box, but also I need to create one more difference at least in the wording to make more impact. And my teacher said I need to work on the ribbon part. So I'm going to work on trying to make the ribbon part look even more like a ribbon. And this was hard because when you're doing this on a Word document, it's harder to do shapes and stuff like that, but I figured out a way to kind of do it. But if I can change those little things, I think it'll look even more like a box and leave that impact. Because you're not supposed to use like lines and stuff like to draw it. It's supposed to be your words literally drawing out that image. For the person, when they're seeing the poem, they're getting two messages from the image and from the words. So they're both impactful. Let me show you. All right, so this is what mine looks like. It's supposed to look like a gift box, and these are supposed to be like the two things, the two ribbons. But she's like, okay, do it in a way where it's almost like more ribbonish. So I'll probably have humanity over and over again to create a ribbon, and on this side from God wrapped all around to create a ribbon. All right. I hope you enjoy it. Let me know your thoughts down below. Bye now. They call her Candy Cane. And that is her name. They call her Candy Cane. And that is her name.